Is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Big traditions, big rivalries. The Big 12 back on Fox. Start your Saturday strong, 10 a.m. Eastern with the Big Noon Kickoff Show, followed by the Big Noon Game of the Week as Louisiana Tech takes on Baylor on Fox and the Fox Sports app. We are back here talking Dallas Cowboys. Our friends over at Fox Bet have been hard at work crunching numbers. Here's what they came up with. Dak and the Cowboys with the fourth best odds to win the NFC. That behind the 49ers, the Saints, and the Bucs, but ahead of Philly and Seattle. So, Brandon, let's focus on Dallas now. Just 5 days away from their season opener on Sunday Night Football against the Rams. Are the Dallas Cowboys built to win the NFC?
They are. They are built to win. They can compete with any team. They have a defense that can be really good. They lost some people on the offensive line, but we know that they're committed to the run game. They have, Ezekiel Elliott that can really tote this thing, first down, second down, and third down. And then you have, possibly 3 number 1 wide receivers, okay? And then you have Dak, who gets better every single year. And we continue to devalue him. We continue to overshadow him with all the other headlines, with all the other quarterbacks. So I do think they have an opportunity to be really good. However, there's some stiff competition out there. You have the 49ers, you have the Saints, you have the Seattle Seahawks, who I really like. And if I had to bet on anyone coming out of NFC right now, it would be the Seattle Seahawks for almost the same exact reasons that I like the Cowboys. Now, when I look at, this year, it's going to be interesting because you're really going against 2 opponents every single week. You're going against the team you're facing, and you're going against COVID-19. And for that reason, I like the Seattle Seahawks because I love their culture and I love their leadership in the locker room. There's only so much management and the coaches can do to hold guys accountable and keep guys on the ship. We saw the Seattle Seahawks respond the right way to a guy trying to sneak a young lady in the hotel. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys have that type of strong leadership in a locker room or in management to deal with that type of situation. So for that reason, I think they're good, but I think the Seattle Seahawks have a better chance.
Wow, Seattle Seahawks winning the division because of kicking somebody out of the motel. I like that. That's good leadership there. Get them out. We got to win. I just wasn't expecting that storyline to come swooping in on this football preview. So, Brandon, I got a question for you. I think we're talking so much about the Cowboys. There's been so much hype about the Cowboys. They've got all these great wide receivers. And Zeke is going to have a big deal. And Dak's getting franchised. And Mike McCarthy's back. And he's been in his barn. And he watched every single football play since Yale, Harvard in 1924. And if I'm Sean McVay and the Rams, I'm like, what are we, the Washington Generals? We're playing Sunday night. I'm Sean McVay. My star is falling a little bit. And I'm looking around like, we need to win this game and win it convincingly. If I'm Jalen Ramsey, I need to get my contract. I know you guys got 3 wide receivers. Maybe I'll cover them all and shut them all down. Aaron Donald's like, I sack a lot of guys. I had 48 tackles and 12.5 sacks last year. You're just going to roll over me? And again, Sean McVay's like, last time I played Mike McCarthy, we won.
They had their
Mike
opportunity.
McCarthy's never beaten me.
The Rams had their opportunity.
So you think the Rams are cooked?
I don't think they're cooked, but I don't think it's their conference anymore. For like 2 years they were really strong, and then they gave Goff that big old deal, and it really hurt the rest of what we're seeing today. They hurt their chances of being consistent and being a contender year in and year out. They have all their money tied up in 2 guys. Their defensive line, we talked about them. Aaron Donald, and then also Goff. So you can't keep the guys you need around you to keep that stability. So for that reason, I don't like the L.A. Rams.
No, I'm talking about Sunday,
I don't like them. They don't have enough.
The future of the franchise. I'm talking about Sunday.
Short-term or long-term, Wilds, whether it's for Sunday or for the season, the Rams are not in the Cowboys class. The Rams are going to be lucky if they go 500 this year. The Rams are trying to make sure they don't finish dead last in the division that Brandon's talking about with Seattle and San Francisco and an up-and-coming Cardinals team. But on the Cowboys, are they built to win the NFC? I would argue unequivocally, absolutely yes. Last year, they had a top 5 offense. They had the number 6 point differential. If you want to go real nerdy, they were number 6 in Football Outsiders DVOA. They were an excellent team last year by all the metrics. So why were they mediocre by the standings? Well, they had an embarrassingly lack of aggression from their offensive game plan after the first few weeks. That will change. Mike McCarthy, for all his faults in Green Bay, he was top 5, if we want to stay nerdy, on aggressiveness index his last 5 years in Green Bay. They have a soft division. What's their biggest weakness on the Cowboys? Secondary. Who's the best player available still out on the open market? Oh, a guy in the secondary. Earl Thomas, who has made clear at some point in his career he wants to play for Dallas. Exactly right, Jenna. So for all these reasons, take 3 parts excellent offense, 2 parts better coaching, 1 part a soft division, 1 part a potential X-Factor midseason addition. I think the Cowboys are going to win the NFC. I think the Cowboys are going to go to the Super Bowl. I know we're doing our picks on Thursday or Friday, but
Vikings,
listen.
Tampa.
I think the 49ers
Hold on.
Sorry,
yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
No, I'm just naming the teams out there. I'm just naming the competition. Yeah. Seattle Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, Vikings, Green Bay. They're going to win the NFC. So that's what you're saying right now before the start of the NFL season.
Yeah, well, we got it. Yeah, well, I hope all of us will say someone's going to win the NFC before the start of the season. We got to do a prediction. The Packers weren't even listed on the Fox bet odds, and I think every other contender that you're mentioning has something that is going to hurt them this season, which is they are in a division with another contender. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, Brandon, 1 second. Let me just finish the thought real quick. Every other contender is in a division with another contender. So the Saints and Bucks have to deal with each other. The Seahawks and Niners have to deal with each other. Okay. The Packers, and a lot of people really like the Vikings, I like the Bears a little bit, have to deal with each other. The Cowboys have Washington, who's barely a team, Giants, who I think will be happy to win 5 games, and Philly, so that's what we're doing. Okay,
that's fine, Nick. That's fine, Nick. So, Jenna, let's do this. Okay, you like the Cowboys. I like the Seattle Seahawks. Wiles, Jenna, who do you guys have?
Well, I just think that
put him on the spot.
Let me just say, we're just all assuming Dak Prescott is the exact same Dak Prescott from last year. He bet on himself last year and was great. He's going to bet on himself again this year. Isn't this all predicated? Isn't their success all predicated on how Dak Prescott plays this year?
Oh, look at Jenna. She's running away from the question. She won't answer. Yeah. Who do you have winning the NFC?
Those kind of questions.
I'll answer Jenna's question, and I'll kick it to you, Wilds. Yes, I agree. But for almost every team in the league that we're talking about, how good, what are their Super Bowl chances? A lot of it comes down to is their quarterback.